Okay guys, so welcome back to Survivalbows. This is making the snake bow part 3. In this part, we're going to be making the handle, as I said before. So, well, before I made this handle, what I did, right, is I took a string, and I didn't even make a groove, I just tied it to one end, that end, and I brought it back to the center of this end just to see where the string would lie once this bow is strung. And I got it to being like right around like here. It's on the off part of this side of the handle. Alright. I would prefer it to be as center as possible, but I can still live with that. Probably won't hurt the bow too much. So what that means I have to do now is that I have to design this handle a little bit differently than I'm used to. I have to make sure that this side doesn't get as much removal as this side, so it's going to be a little bit of a asymmetrical handle. So let's begin then. Alright, and I'm going to put you guys right here. And so the two tools I'm going to use for this one is my rasp. I got a new rasp. And this. Just the knife I always use. Now the knife I'm not going to be using too much. But to take a little bit more wood off, it's going to be taking a while. So you don't have to use a knife for this actually. It's probably, if you have more patience, you probably wouldn't even use the knife anyway. But I'm just using it just for some major wood removal. So I'm going to start with the side that's not going to be... That's awkward. Hello? You're just in the middle of my snake bow video. Yeah, good job. This is gonna be... I can't go over, remember, Max? Yeah, this is... Okay. You wanna come over? Oh, that's awkward. Alright, whatever, bye. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm not cutting that. Oh, well. Anyways, as I was saying... So I'm just like very carefully removing little chips of wood with the this part of my knife, not this part, not the chopping part, this part, so it's a little bit more careful. And I'm just trying to reduce the sides like width-wise. And I'm not really touching this side all too much, except for maybe cleaning it up a little bit, you know, whatever. But this side is the side that I'm gonna want to take down the most. I'm just gonna take a little bit more off. I like handles on bows to be on the thinner, on like the narrower side, but good width, like not width, sorry, depth. So it's has a good amount of strength to it. It's not gonna like break or anything. So just be very careful with this, because if you accidentally go too hard, you're gonna end up splitting it. You're gonna probably go into that wood, and you're probably gonna end up splitting the handle, which is very bad. Just in case you guys didn't figure that one out already. But, yeah, it's not very good to split the handle. Doesn't end very well for anyone. So, just do that. Alright. Yeah, sorry about that earlier, though, at the phone call. My friend was just inviting me over, and in the middle of a video, but I'm gonna keep that. Why? I'm too lazy to edit it out. Yep. So yeah, I mean like I'm only doing this because like this handle has a lot of it's very wide. So for me to take out the amount of wood I need with just a rasp, it would take a long time, you know? And I know some people are definitely patient enough, and for those who do want to be on the careful side, that's perfectly fine. It just takes a much longer amount of time, you know? That's why. So, a little bit more. I think that should be good. So I'm just going to remove a little bit from this side too now. Not much, just a tiny bit, so it looks a little bit less asymmetrical. I like symmetry, but unfortunately symmetry was something that never was going to work from the start, considering this is a snake bow. Yeah. Get that nice and rounded edges, and makes it more comfortable. And I'm just like, just taking off little chips here and there. So as you can see, I'm being pretty careful with my strikes. Alright then, I'll just finish this up and then I'll go move to the rasp. Yeah. Okay guys, so we got the basic shape of the handle down with the knife. As you can see, I just like made the impressions in there. And as you can tell, it's very subtle, but if you look closely, you'll be able to tell on this side, there's a bit less wood removal than on this side. It's not much difference, but because I did want it to make it look as symmetrical as possible, but I did take out more wood on this side. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna take this rasp. It's a wood rasp. It's different than the one I've shown in the other videos. Yeah. So anyway, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna basically just refine what we did with the knife. We're gonna first of all unroughen it a little bit, get out all those splintery edges, because those aren't very comfortable, as you can imagine. Not that it won't matter. I'm gonna put a leather handle on this bow anyway. But just clean everything up, make it look nice. Round. Also, another thing, like on the edges of the bow, round it all off. Like, so maybe there was like a sharp edge right here. I just took my rasp and rounded it off, That just helps with the comfort level. And just... Alright, that's good for one side. Let's do the other. Cleaning up wise. So as you can see, I'm just like, getting out all those little splintery edges, cleaning it up, nice, taking out all that. Yeah, we still got some. This side especially seems to be very, it's like, you can see it's very, it cleans it up, but it also causes all this, like, the wood is becoming like a, sort of a hairy texture. I don't know how to explain it. Just gotta take that off later with sandpaper. That's something I can't really avoid very well. So, yeah, alright. Okay, so then, yeah, this side, we don't want it too much now. Now we're gonna make the handle a little bit more personalized. Make it a little nicer to hold. So, yeah, so what I'm gonna be doing now, guys, is that, let me see how much time. Yeah, I got plenty. The person who's making this he's gonna hold it like this. He's a righty, right? Oh, I'm sorry. Like this. He's a righty, right? So what I gotta do now is I'm gonna personalize the handle for him. I'm gonna make a depression here for the thumb, so he always knows where his hand is going, and I'm just gonna make it a little bit more comfortable to hold, because when he's gonna be using the bow, you're gonna want that feeling of customization for yourself, and also it just lets you know exactly where your hand's gonna fall every time. So it's just a little bit that much more accurate. So what I do is I take this side of the handle, and at an angle, I'm gonna be doing this. Up like this, and then I keep going a little farther in, and then I go in with my whole rasp. Yeah. That's alright for now, I guess. Yeah. So a little bit higher there. And I'm using my hand in place of his, but don't worry, he's a righty, and his hand's very similar to mine. I know that, so no need to worry about that. So now, yeah, see how much better that is now? You guys see? I created that little depression. You'll probably be able to see it better when this bow's near finished, when I sand it off and everything. But you see, you can see that? Yeah, you can. That little depression there just makes all the difference, because now I know exactly where my hand's going to go every time I'm going to grab this, you know? I know my hand's going to go right there, and the arrow's going to go right there, which is pretty good, I think. Yeah, pretty good. Alright then, that's basically that's basically how we make the rough thing of the handle. So, that's all for this part, so thanks for watching Survivalbows, and until next time. Alright, see you guys.